Hi guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. So between the last clip and now, I actually thought that after I go back from buying food with my brother and my daughter, that I'll be able to come and have this conversation, but I couldn't. So here I am this evening. I decided to talk about something very important that crossed my mind, and it's something that I know it's very, very important. Like, if everyone understands the importance of this thing and applies it in their lives, it will make a whole lot of difference for you as an individual and in the society generally. And it's about being authentic. Being authentic. Now, especially in a world now where it feels as though authenticity is beginning to look more like what people project into your life, like what people expect you to be, rather than what you really are or what you really should be from your own understanding. I hope I'm able to put it in a very, very understandable light so that you'll be able to get what I'm trying to say. Please, I'm sorry about that noise. So she is here with me. So the thing is, in a world where authenticity is beginning to look like people copying some other people's originality to be like, it's beginning to look like people wanting to be more like other people rather than being not even being more like themselves, rather than being themselves. Do you get? So today I thought to share certain things around the subject of being authentic and some tips that can help you to know if you're authentic or how you can be authentic. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, so first, how do you measure authenticity? Authenticity is much more than it's not what other people perceive of you. It's who you know yourself to be. It's who you know. It's what you know about yourself. That's what's authentic about you. Do you get? Okay. It's much more than, it's not, your authentic self is much more than what is perceived of you on social media, or what you think is the filtered part of you that you should put out there for everybody to see. Do you get? It's much more than that. So the authentic part of you is who you are, whether on social media, outside social media, in your house, in your work. Who you are, who you like, how comfortable you are in your own skin, in your own self, wherever you are. So if you, because nowadays with the way things are on social media, it's almost looking like some people, like a lot of people have different personalities. That's true, because there are sometimes you see somebody on social media and then you be like, wow, this person is this person, like you have a perception of who you think that person is, and then you get to meet the person in real life and the person is totally not like who the person seems to be on social media. Do you get? Like, you on social media you assume, wow, this person is so nice and so sweet, and then when you meet the person, let's even assume the person is even shy. That's understandable. Do you get? But then the person is a bit cold, just like not as lovable as the person projects himself or herself to be like on social media. So you're lost. Like, you have no idea. You can't give a vivid description of who the person is. Do you get? So that's where the issue of authenticity comes to play. Who are you? Like, take some time first to the first. I think, let me just go straight to the tip. The first step to finding out about how authentic you are is to first of all ask yourself, who am I? Like,
Mommy,
yes,
I'm your friend.
yes, I'm your friend. I'm your best friend. Ask,
I'm your friend.
yes, ask yourself, who am I? Know who you are in total. Know who you are to the death of yourself. Like, understand, have a very, very clear understanding of who you are. That's the very, very first step to be able to take to being authentic. So be introspective. Know your what are your values? What makes up who you are? Can you describe yourself without almost seeing other people in yourself? It's not to say that who we are isn't, like, part of us isn't bits of external influences, whether from family upbringing, nurture, environment, and the likes. But in all of these, can you really say, when you look introspectively, that you are being authentic about who you are? You are being authentic with your life. You are being authentic about your lifestyle. You are being authentic about your about everything about you. The thing is, as I'm sharing this, I'm thinking deeply as well. So that's why I have these little pauses. So the first thing, if you want to measure your authenticity, if you want to seek that path where you discover your authentic self, is for you to be introspective. It's for you to constantly always look within, to be sure that you are yourself and you're not just a reflection of someone else or a reflection of what the society expects you to be, that you are truly you. Do you get? So that's the first step to being authentic. Now, I like to point out that being authentic isn't the same as saying, well, isn't the same as promoting your flaws. Do you get? Well, this is how I am. It's not. I can't change myself. Especially when you know that there are some bad things that you need working on. Do you get? That's not authenticity. That's a bad character that needs to be worked on. Or being authentic in the sense of being true to yourself, in the sense of having a healthy self-esteem, in the sense of not being ashamed of yourself, of your background, of sorry dear.
Yeah.
Sorry. Bele, sorry. Not being ashamed of, especially authenticity is often, like, a lot of times, shame, like, people are always either insecure about certain things. Yes, dear. People are always insecure about certain things. Sorry, dear. I'm sorry. People are always insecure about certain things or ashamed of certain things, and those are two things that needs to be worked on. There's no shame in it's people who pretend to be who they are not that should, quote and unquote, feel that way. But regardless, I don't think I would wish that anybody should feel that way. Instead, pursue being authentic, pursue being real with yourself, especially. Do you get? If you seek to being real with yourself, it will be evident in every area, in every aspect of your life, whether online, whether offline. Do you get? That's very essential. So don't mistake being authentic with boosting, like promoting bad flaws rather that needs working on. That's something I thought to point out. So the second thing is don't be ashamed to share your flaws with people. And by that, I don't mean you have to come on social media to share things you are not comfortable sharing. Now, authenticity doesn't mean you share what you're not comfortable sharing. No, that's not authenticity. That's something else entirely that I don't have the right word for. But in instances where, let's say for instance, someone comes up to you and shares something and needs your piece of advice, and if it's something that you have gone through and you feel led to share with the person, don't try to paint things as though when you walked through such phase you were perfect about it. Do you get? It's very important to sometimes let those people know that you understand, you can empathize with what it is that they are sharing with you, and that you've gone through such before, and this is how you're able to deal with it, this is how you're able to handle it, and things like that. Do you get? Because sometimes when you have conversations with some people, they almost make it seem as though I don't know the right word to use, but so many words are on my mind, so I'm just trying to be careful. They almost make it seem as though they are perfect and you are just doing things wrongly. You need redemption. Do you get? They almost make you want to feel guilty about whatever it is that you decided to share with them. Do you get? That's how best I can put it. But the thing is, I think one great trait I think God has helped me with is the fact that I, as much as possible, when I have conversations with people, I am able to relate with people, whether there are things that I have gone through or there are things that I have not gone through at all. I'm able to empathize with people's situations. Do you get? Because I understand that that's life. Do you get? When you're authentic, you are able to empathize with other people, because you with other people's experiences, whether good or bad, because you understand that life is not just it's not just a straight line. Do you get that? There can be, sometimes people can go through situations, sometimes people can fall into temptations, sometimes people can have like several experiences. So when people when I have conversations with people and people share some things, I've never, I think God has helped. I think apart from that, I've learned from my own personal life experiences that there's there's nothing anybody talks to me about that would surprise me or take me off my feet or make me be like, wow, so you can do something like this, oh, so you did this like this. Or do you get? When you're authentic, you can empathize with other people, you understand other people, you understand humanity. Do you get? You just wish I can. I wish there's a way I can. Because okay, the reason I'm saying this is because nowadays a lot of people look for people who can get them, who gets it. Do you get? Because it almost seems as though what people project on social media is quote unquote the perfect life. This is, everything is smooth sailing. So when people go through some experiences, they are afraid. They wonder, is it possible? Is there somebody else who might have gone through this, or will somebody relate with this, or will somebody judge me for this, or am I normal to have done this, or is it okay that I am doing these things, or that I have done these things and things like that. Do you get? So in being authentic, it's very essential to sometimes let people know that you are also not, you're a work in progress. You're not there. Do you get? You're not, I don't think if anybody has been made, if anybody is perfect, quote unquote, I don't know, like, I find that perfect word, I don't use perfect anyhow. I don't use it at all. Like, no, not at all. I don't use it carelessly. Yes. So if anybody is perfect, the person is not supposed to be on this side of the world. So authentic people have ups and downs, or have things that it is that they are working on. So don't be ashamed to let people know, oh, is that it? Yes, I understand, I've gone through that before. Or even if I've not gone through that before, I think I understand what it is that you have passed through, or that you are going through, and things like that. So it's very, very important to have that kind of mindset, so that the society can be communal. People don't feel like other people have it going on perfectly for them, and then something is wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you. It's just that only few people nowadays can be able to empathize with whatever it is that you're going through. Only few people are authentic enough to be able to let you know that, well, this is a normal human flaw, and this is something that can be worked on. This is something God can help you go through, work out, and things like that. Do you get? So it's very, very vital. It's a very, very vital point. I just hope that through all this, that you're able to get something out of this particular point that I'm making. Do you get? Third point is, let people know what you stand for. The truth is, authentic people do not do the things that they do so that people accept them. No. Let people know that this is who I am, this is what I stand for, these are my values. Don't be a people pleaser. Don't try to just sit on the fence so that you're not displeasing people on this side of the fence and the other people on the other side of the fence, so that everybody just accepts you for what they want you to be. Do you get? So as much as possible, let people know your values. Let people know, this is who I am, these are the things that I believe, this is what I am working at getting better at, even if it's not what you understand, but this is who I am, and I love you, and I hope that you accept me for who I am too. Do you get? Do you understand? Don't try to be who you are not. Don't try to echo all your friends are doing a certain thing, everybody is doing this, and naturally that's not who you are. But because you don't want people to judge you, or people to call you names or give you labels, then you just decide to join the bandwagon. Do you get? And in identifying who you are or stating who you are, doesn't necessarily mean that the things that those other people are doing may be bad things, but it's just not who you are. So as much as possible, stand for who you are, stand for what you are, and live by it. And those who will accept, and those who don't will go. And that's like a better way for you to be able to sieve those who really matter, quote and unquote, in the things that concern you. To get? That's a very, very vital point to being authentic. Stand for who you are. So if you notice, this place is already quiet, and that's because Tisha has gone to her grandparents on the next street. So that's basically it, guys. Those 3 points that I have listed, I hope that you find them insightful. It's very, very essential nowadays, especially since we have social media and we have filters, and people can just project a version of who they want you to believe they are, when that's not entirely who they are. So that you don't get, the reason I'm saying this is so that you don't get carried away and want to be like other people more, instead of wanting to be yourself, instead of being introspective, instead of looking more within, checking yourself from time to time to see how you can work best on yourself and be comfortable in being yourself. Do you get? That's the basic reason I decided to do this today. So that's that about that, guys. I hope that you found this insightful, and hopefully from going forward you gear towards the path of being true to yourself as much as possible. Not as much as possible, completely. Do you get? Being true to yourself is very, very essential. Truth is, I can say a whole lot. I can say much more on this topic, but let me just leave it here. I don't want this video to be longer than normal. So please take home these 3 points that I have shared and reflect upon them, think about them, and see how you can apply some of these things to your life. Thank you very much for watching. And yes, it's been a long time that I said this. If you newly started watching my videos and I haven't said any welcome to you, just know that every time you watch my video, it's me saying welcome, it's me saying thank you for watching, it's me saying thank you for subscribing. I'm deeply grateful. God bless you, real good. I hope you have an amazing weekend and week ahead. God bless you, and stay authentic. Bye.